Oh, there's Jazz.
Sacramento came in having lost their franchise record 13 straight. And quite honestly, they're worse than I could have ever imagined. But the Jazz were very, very good and won this one, 121-93, dominating, going away, defending, killing them, just totally outclassing a horrendous Sacramento Kings team.
Yeah,
David Locke along with
that first quarter.
Ron Boone for POSTCAST. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, 39-20 in that first quarter, and everything else is just uphill for them.
They played DeMar DeRozan for like 29 minutes. They played some other young kids, and then they had a bench unit that was as sparse as possible. So this was as close to a scrimmage for an NBA game as you could get for a team. But I thought, they're playing well. They've defended really well for 3 straight games.
Yeah, this is what we should have expected this, though. And coming off of a road trip works good for them. In fact, there's a lot of guys didn't have to play a significant amount of minutes. Ace Bailey probably played the most minutes of anyone at 30. And so it just worked out well for him.
You look at some of the things I think we're kind of monitoring now since Jaren Jackson has joined the team, which is kind of where teams are shooting. It's a little misleading because tonight's game got kind of funky. But so if you go back and walk it through the quarter, Sacramento took 2 shots at the rim in the first quarter. And in the paint, they were 2 of 12 in the paint non-restricted area, 3 of 14 in the paint the whole quarter. They took 1 shot at the rim in the second quarter. They went 4 of 7 in the paint non-restricted area. In the third quarter, they took 1 shot at the rim. I mean, the Jazz are mammoth and are just taking away the basket.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly, with little bigger teams, a little more athletic teams, on how that pans out. And I expect for it to be, just as good as it was the other night. I mean, when Jaren first joined the basketball team, because you drive to the basket, there's going to be a 7-footer there somewhere.
Right. And it's either Lauri Markkanen, Yusuf Nurkic, or Jaren Jackson. Mm-hmm. The thing about Jaren is the multiple actions defensively. We see him cut something off, get somewhere else. He does seem to me as though his preference is a little bit to roam. And I think Will Hardy's going to have to construct a defense that lets him do that.
Yeah, exactly. And most of his block shots, if I remember correctly, that were mostly help defense type block shots, which is fine, which is great because that's what guys do, that you're designated to protect the basket, is you're helping defenders out, that helping your teammates out that get beaten off the dribble or something like that, or maybe a rotation was bad. A lot of times you're there to protect the rim. But even with that, if you got 3 guys back there that can do just that, or even bother a shot, change a shot, that works.
Some of the most exciting things about Jaren Ron are what I'm hearing from around the league. Like, I talked to some people today who spent a lot of time with him, and just the reviews, you can tell when someone in the league is telling you something like, oh, he's fine, he's a nice guy. Like, or you get, oh, no, he's about as unselfish as a star player can be in the NBA. Oh, he does everything the right way. He's a team. Like, the reviews on who this guy is are through the roof. A culture setter, it was said to me. I mean, these are the things we need on this roster, is like, and he's got some winning experience in his game.
Yeah. This is, I think, probably something that a dream come true probably for this franchise here as of late. I'd say I'm going to go back as far as the last 5 years, maybe, to get someone of his caliber to go with the growth of this basketball team. I mean, now you can see something down the line. You can see 2-3 years down the line that how good this team is going to be.
All right, so if we actually think about this for a second, we did this a little bit in the pregame tonight. Largest single acquisitions in Jazz history. So Carlos Boozer signing as a free agent.
Yes.
Jeff Hornacek trade had an impact, but honestly, Jeff was not like Jaren Jackson's a 2-time All-Star Defensive Player of the Year. Jeff Hornacek's resume was not that. He was very good. Philadelphia's like one of their leading players. He was very, very good and it had a huge impact. But he wasn't like Jaren Jackson might be the best player on this team now.
This is what I'm noticing, and you're I'm going to iffy with that.
Yeah,
but I've noticed the 3 games that he's played, he scores early. I mean, it's like he's involved early, and he's playing basketball, but it's like he's the one that's getting off a lot earlier than what I've seen Keyonte and Lauri.
Now, hard to tell for two reasons.
Yes. Okay.
One is he kind of knows he's not playing fourth quarters.
Yeah.
And guys like to get their shots up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's doing that because he knows he's only playing 20 minutes a night.
Just think about the rotation, though. He's the first one out of the ball game now.
Yeah, so he also might know. Right, that was my second point. And he's only played a half with Keyonte.
Yeah, that's true.
So there has not been. He's been playing. He's been playing with Collier, who wants to pass. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays. All right, we'll talk a little bit more tonight. There's some stars to give out as well on tonight's broadcast. But let me hit some of our sponsors tonight and thank them for supporting this postcast so that we can do it for you each and every night. Tonight's show is brought to you in part by FanDuel. FanDuel, the winter games are here. It's an opportunity for you to get involved and dig in and find whatever it is, whatever niche you want to find that makes it a little bit more fun. From medal counts to individual events to finding your angle on the sports you care about most, FanDuel gives you a way to stay connected in the winter games. The drama of curling, speed skating races, hockey games, niche events. Maybe you got the U.S. getting 2 women's medals in the moguls today. Congratulations. FanDuel keeps the entire Olympic experience engaged from start to finish. The winter games are here, and there's no better way to follow them with FanDuel. So FanDuel, play your game. Today's show is also brought to you in part by our friends over at Game Time. Looking for tickets to an upcoming event? Maybe it's the Brandy Carlisle Head in the Heart concert coming up here at Delta Center. Maybe it's another ball game, something of the sort. Get involved with Game Time. The crowd, the energy, the moment, getting tickets. That part hasn't always been so simple, but it is now. The go-to app for scoring tickets fast without the hassle. It puts the advantage back where it belongs with the fans. Pull up the Game Time app, pick an upcoming event, have the tickets locked in within minutes, the all-in pricing up front, view from the seat, zone deals stand out, choose the section, Game Time picks the seats. Great last-minute options with NBA tickets showing up at solid prices. Everything feels quick, intuitive, and stress-free from start to finish. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code LOCKEDON for $20 off your first purchase. That's code LOCKEDON for $20 off your first purchase. Download the Game Time app today. Remember, it's gametime.co, not .com. GameTime.co, not GameTime. So it's Game Time. I'm not going to say what it's not because then you'll get confused. So let's just stick with that. GameTime.co. And finally, today's show brought to you by Indeed. Are you out there hiring right now? Then Indeed's here to help you with the hiring process right now with supported jobs. Go to Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. The Indeed sponsored jobs is your move because instead of hoping to get the right person and have them stumble across, Indeed helps you match with quality candidates, boosting your job listing to the people who fit your special criteria like skills, certifications, and locations. If I were hiring, I wouldn't just want someone who can help. I'd want someone who's a real experience, can jump right in. That's what I like about Indeed. You get specific and target exactly what you're looking for. Here's a fun one. 27 people will sign up with Indeed at the time which we're talking about Indeed right now. So if you're hiring, spend less time searching and more time interviewing candidates. Check all the boxes with Indeed sponsored jobs. Listeners of the show get $75 sponsored job credit to help your job. Premium status is deserving at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms, conditions apply. Hiring, do it the right way with Indeed. I saw you side-eye me. Who's the best player on this team?
What did I do?
You side-eyed me. Who's the best player in your mind on this team?
On this team?
Yeah.
I'm not going to reveal that. I'm not going to. No. David, you're not sucking me into this.
I'll say it. Jaren Jackson Jr. is the best player on this team.
I'll go with you on that. I'm saying that he could do the most. As far as the game is concerned, he is probably more rounded.
Yeah, he plays both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball. But
like Lauri and Keyonte have not proven they're good defensive players yet.
Okay, but Jaren what is his biggest assets?
He's been defensive player of the year and he scores 20 points a game, but other than that, he's fine.
Okay. Can he dribble and pass off the dribble? Is he
no, he doesn't pass ever.
Does he have there's things that he doesn't do that Lauri and Keyonte does. So you really can't say that. You're saying the best player.
If we're playing, and you're drafting the first guy on this team, you're taking Jaren Jackson.
First,
yeah,
yes.
right. Okay,
Right.
that's what I'm talking about. All right, who else stood out to you tonight?
You know, in a game like this, it's hard not to give everybody something except, I think, Filipowski. And that's because
he didn't play well.
Minutes.
Like, right,
he
sat for 36 minutes and then played.
Right.
Tell me a little bit what you're seeing out of Isaiah. He has 12 points, 14 assists tonight. Kind of controlled the ball game.
Yeah, and if you watch him the whole game, you know, and you watch the decisions that he's making, that should be the number one thing that you like about him is the decisions that he's making right now. And he's playing under control. He's not in a hurry. And like he knocked down two 3-point shots tonight because, you know, I got to shoot it. You know, I'm open. I'm confident enough that I can make this shot. But the fact that he is just distributing the basketball, getting clean looks for his teammates.
I would really like it if he took 4 or 5 a night. Like, I just would like him to
threes.
Start, yeah, just because that's kind of the level you have to take in this league. And let's see, can you make – because if you make 2 one night and 1 the next night and then 2 the next night and then 2 the next – like, can you just kind of get yourself to 33% because you're taking 5 and you're not worrying about every single one of them?
I would like to see at least 3 for sure. And I would imagine they're going to be nice when he's 5 are going to be there.
Right. 5 are there every night because no one's guarding him.
Yeah.
So it might be, I mean, maybe 5 is too many, but.
And then you get to also realize now, how many minutes, once Keyonte comes back, how many minutes a game is he going to be playing?
Probably not the 30 that he's been playing.
Right. So
Vince Williams is playing all right.
Vince Williams looks good. He had a good night tonight. I like his length.
He's really long.
Right.
Wow. It's like noticeable.
Yeah.
All right. So your stars are everybody but Flip.
And
you're a hater.
Yeah, Conchar.
And Conchar.
Yeah.
Conchar was just out there.
He was just there.
He was just there. He gets the just there from Ron Boone. By the way, I just want to point this out. Did you guys all catch what happened there? Like, he thought it was crazy. He side-eyed me. We kept going, and then he agreed. I'm feeling very proud of myself right now. I'm very, very, very proud of myself right now. See you guys.